Hey guys, welcome back to Rewatch the Movie. I'm Jay, this is Mike, and pick up your fucking chainsaws and chop up things. But not in this movie.
With my
not in this,
dick.
That tree.
With my dick.
With that tree joke.
My dick.
That tree joke.
Yeah, so...
Evil shits.
All your hopes...
Dashed.
Oh my god!
All your dreams...
Dashed.
What the fuck did you do that?
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie. Yeah.
So we're reviewing Evil Dead by Fede Alvarez, the remake, and Evil Dead is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. And I was really looking forward to this. I tried to temper expectations. I'm not one of those people, you know us, we don't get super mad when they remake stuff. The trailers looked awesome, the reviews coming out say it's awesome. Let's find out how good it was.
Sometimes the treat is not always the good stuff on the inside.
No, it's not.
It had a nice wrapping. The paper was nice, but when you open it up, you're like, God damn, Mom, you got me fucking socks? I'm wearing an Xbox. You know, it's just like one of those movies. Like, it was my fault. Like, I went in with this movie with high expectations. I really thought it was gonna be great. I thought it was gonna be, just over the top, slap my ass and put it in. Like, I thought I was gonna go on a fucking roller coaster ride, and I got there and I was like, yeah, good jobs. Because I was telling Mike, it was kind of like saying, hey, guess what? You get to go have sex with Olivia Wilde. Like, fuck yeah! And you get there, it's Oliver.
Mom would have hated seeing the cabin like this.
I really wanted to love this movie. Even the reviews I read of people who didn't like it, I was like, you're stupid. You know,
I know.
It's going to be awesome. But no, it wasn't. Like, first off, let's talk about the gore. Everyone's talked about the gore. Even the people who didn't like the movie were like, but the gore is crazy. You know, it's shocking or whatever. And I don't...
What was shocking was that people actually thought it was shocking. That's what was
yeah,
shocking.
like... Okay, it's gory, it's pretty gory, but it's nothing I haven't seen before.
It's just like it's like buckets of blood just splashed on the screen like a bunch of times. It like some of the like when they go for like some of these gore scenes, like, you know, her cutting her face, which you've seen on the trailers. I'm sure if you've watched the Red Band, it's not like you're not gonna be disturbed by. At least we weren't. I don't know if we're just assholes and we're desensitized to that shit. We just don't care.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
You see stuff in the trailers and like the tongue splitting and the face cutting, and you see the little parts of the trailers, and you think, oh, there's gonna be so much more of that. They're gonna be like unrelenting and. Basically, they didn't go too much further than what was in the trailers.
No, when you watch the Red Band trailer, all that stuff that you see in that Red Band trailer, a lot of that is pretty much what you get in the movie. And it doesn't go any further than what you get. Yeah. I had my armor on. I was ready. I had like the song in my head that I chose. I was going to sing myself a song because I love scary movies, but I'm fucking terrified of them. So I was ready to go. Yeah. I centered my chi today. I got one with nature. I was there. I drank some beer. And I got in there and I was just like, well, this isn't scary anymore. And I was just like, no, I got kind of bored. I got kind of bored sometimes.
Yeah, and that's the main thing, okay? You go from gory scene and then all the stuff in between the gory scene, it's boring. You're just like, come on, let's get to it now. And talking about the characters in the movie, okay, we know that it's not Ash. They don't bring Ash back. And this Mia girl is supposed to be like the Ash character, right? So, and I read all this great stuff about her. Let me say about her, first off, she was great.
She was good.
She was the best part of the movie for me. She's one of the only things I enjoyed about the movie. Like, when she comes to her true self in the end and she gets like pissed off and stuff, that stuff was awesome. But
Oh, is that blood? What is this?
Shouldn't have touched anything from that basement.
Kunda. Strata. Montose. Kanda.
you think it'll center around her character, but it centers around, I think it's her brother.
Yeah.
This guy.
David.
And the guy is, I don't think he's a good actor at all. I didn't think he was good, and he's an idiot.
Yeah, he is the biggest dipshit I've ever seen. He makes every possible horror movie mistake just to keep the movie going. I mean, even people were like groaning in the theater like, oh my God, are you freaking kidding me? And she's like, David, help me please. And you know she's a demon, what the fuck? Bitch going crazy. She's going crazy, sir. But he doesn't matter. He's like, I'm gonna go hug you and then I'm gonna get my face bit. Yeah. Like what killed this movie as far as those characters go is they were vapid. They didn't have any personality really. They were just on screen together. They had no chemistry.
Except for Mia.
No, Mia was great, but the rest of them,
Jane Levy, I think.
Jane Levy. But all the characters just didn't have, the actors didn't have the chemistry or something. I don't know. And then there was no character development. Yeah, they stayed the exact same, exactly.
Yeah, it's like you can have these, like you said, vapid characters. But in a lot of horror movies, at least they'll be funny, or at least they'll be like over the top, like sexual or something. These people were just there. I mean, there's nothing special about them. And like I said, they centered around this guy David for most of the movie, and he was just boring as hell. He was just the most dull person ever.
And they're dumb. dumb.
It's like the main dude in the Friday the 13th remake that's looking for his sister.
Yeah.
It's like that. I mean, it's just the most dull, like nothing character ever. They tried to build this huge story behind him involving like their mom and his past and how he's always ran away from problems, but now he's gonna face them and all that. And it's just nobody cares, dude. We're not here for that.
I heard some reviewers saying that they liked the idea, or that they showed the demonic stuff, the girl getting more and more possessed. That was pretty cool with Mia getting more and more possessed, because you actually see it as she goes further down this spiral devil hole. But the rest of them, dude, when some of the other ones start getting possessed, it's like that.
Yeah.
It happens really quick.
Yeah, and
it's just like, well,
there's nothing really that even memorable about this movie.
I'm already forgetting it now. We're not gonna lie. I think it's overrated. I just think it's overrated.
It definitely is overrated. A lot of times you don't want to really compare remakes to originals that much because it's just a different thing, and they do different stuff in this movie. But they tried to make this serious, and I know the first Evil Dead was serious. I mean, it was just so over the top it made you laugh sometimes.
It's charming.
But this one wasn't even that. Like it was just like dreary and depressing and not scary, and there's no suspense. The main thing that I loved about the old Evil Deads, it's not so much the reason they were scary to me is because they were so over the top that you just didn't know what was coming next. It was a spectacle. It was like a ride.
Oh,
and this was just like, that's gross. Oh.
Well, and the good thing, the best thing about the original Evil Deads was that you had a character in Bruce Campbell that you actually gave a fuck about, and he anchored you in there. You're like, that guy's badass. Like everything about him. I mean, I know, like you really couldn't get that scared because Bruce Campbell's on screen and he's gonna get groovy with it.
Yeah.
So I understand that, but still, they were just something that had the stank in Evil Dead.
And what you just said is perfect, because that is exactly why the one part of the movie I liked, the ending.
Yeah.
When they focused on Mia and she came into her own, the movie actually got good for a second there. And that's the thing, like they didn't focus on her. They focused on all this other shit, and then all of a sudden it's like, by the way, here's this awesome character.
We're all going to die tonight.
I read a passage from that book. I released some evil.
I just don't want people to say that we're not giving it a fair chance. I gave it every possible chance. We wanted, I was so down. I was ready. I was like, bring the action. I wanted it. I wanted the blood. I wanted the guts. I wanted it all.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just don't get what you want in life. Yeah. It looked good. And then from the original one, they still have where the camera's like going forward and it's like the demon's perspective and it's going through the forest. That was still cool.
Yeah.
The tree rape scene, no.
No, they completely ruined that, I thought.
It's like, well, I know a tree's got a dick, and that's still kind of weird to talk about and see.
I don't even know
was
it a muskrat? Like, what the?
I didn't know what that was. It looked like a caterpillar. it's like she got raped by a caterpillar. It's like, but at the end of the day, that was about the only thing I could say that the sound effects were okay. Like the music, that was okay. The atmosphere of it felt good.
And the special effects were good. It's just they weren't like mind blowing like everybody.
But see, that was pissed me off, dude. Because what I did I thought it looked good. I thought she was good. I thought it sounded good, and I thought that the atmosphere they had built was good at points, and it was there. Mm-hmm. Like when everything was really quiet, and you didn't know shit was coming, and then it was just but then they would give it away. Like there would be an increase in music, and you're like, okay, here we go.
And you know what? Also, I didn't like the look of the demons. The way that they looked, the way their makeup and stuff was done. The main one looked okay, but the rest of them was just like whatever.
Well, that was because they turned so quick. Like the other one was the main girls or the main demon, so they showed her actually de-evolve into this creature, which was cool. But they could have done that for all of them.
Yeah.
I just can't get over how stupid they wrote these characters.
Yeah.
Like, besides the main girl, which it actually makes sense why they go to this cabin. She's trying to detox. That makes sense why they go there. But, like, this guy was like, I think she's psychotic, dude. And then I was like, dude, her fucking eyes are yellow and she's talking in tongues. And I don't think psychotics do that. Yeah. Like, I don't think their eye colors change because their mood. I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm going to give it a 5.0.
I'm going to give it a 4.5. I thought it was below average.
I mean, I basically want to tell Fede Alvarez, if I wanted to kiss, I would have called your mother. And said one more good thing about it. The opening credit scenes were cool.
Yeah,
that was cool. Yeah, how they did that. That was pretty
extra
nice.
Scene there that they threw in.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
And then they did drop a little bit, like tiny little, hints to the original Evil Dead, but they were like, it's whatever.
It's just whatever. So, I mean, again, I'll go see Evil Dead 2 because I love Evil Dead so much, and hopefully
I want to see Army of Darkness too.
But that's what I really want.
Stay after the credits, by the way, of this movie. If you care at all, just stay after the.
Yeah, if you're into the original Evil Dead stuff, stay afterwards. If you don't know anything about it, don't worry about it. But no, you're right, dude. I want to see freaking Army of Darkness 4 or Army of Darkness 2 or Evil Dead 4 or whatever it is. So, guys, question of the day: what is the biggest disappointment you've ever had going to theater horror-wise? Because there's been movies before that are like built up, and you go into the theater and you're just like, for me, from this is honestly it. This is the one.
This one's high up on the list, but you all warned me against it. But Halloween 2 was a huge flop.
Oh, that's true.
Everybody thought it was going to be amazing after the first
Rob
one.
Zombie's
Halloween 2, yeah.
Yeah.
And it fucking turned in the toilet.
That'll be ours, because that's our review for Evil Dead. Sorry, I wish we had better news for you. 42 will be next week, and hopefully that'll be good. I'm Mike, he's Jay. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.